Start out by, first of all, thanking the Frates family for opening their home and allowing us to come here and present this award to Pete. It's really, really special. This is a special day and a special award for us, and what we would like to do is get going right away. So I'd like to introduce my boss, NCAA President Dr. Mark Emmert.
Well, I have to join Bob in thanking you for opening up your home like this, the entire Frates family. I mean, this is just amazing. And the fact that you've touched all of these lives so much that they wanted to be here for this moment is pretty impressive. This is an incredible crowd. It also speaks to what this award is all about. The NCAA gives an inspiration award every year to someone in athletics, typically a former student athlete who has done something that inspires people to go above and beyond themselves, and this room says everything that needs to be said, I think, Pete. You've obviously got an extraordinary family, beautiful daughter, and a wonderful wife, and a great support system, and what you've been able to do to inspire so many people to support this cause is it's monumental. I mean, it is in fact inspirational, so we couldn't be more proud to come here and present you and your family with this award. So without any further ado, I'd like to present the award. Can I hand it to you?
You can.
And can somebody do this? There we go. I don't want to break it. It is, yeah, it's right. No, you don't want to look at it before, but we're deeply honored to present this to you, Pete, for all that you've done and continue to do for all of humanity. Thank you so much. Congratulations. Some other people that have other presentations, but Johnny?
I was just going to say a few words. On behalf of our family, we are so honored and humbled that the NCAA, Dr. Emmert, would come all this way for Pete and our family. You know, Pete, first and foremost, was a college baseball player. He loved and thrived in competition and worked so hard to make himself the best player that he could be. He was so proud of his NCAA Athletic Academic Award. He won it every year except for his final year. I don't know what happened there. But again, when the Ice Bucket Challenge happened, the only way it could happen is through all the connections that he has built throughout his whole life. And when it went into stratospheres that we can't even imagine, even though we lived it, you know, politicians such as our esteemed congressman and mayor that are here, the governor's representative as well, you know, sports heroes, politicians, actors worldwide. Pete was always about the NCAA. So we, with Coach Gambino and myself, we've always been trying to think, how can we connect with the NCAA in some way to do maybe just an ALS awareness game. And obviously, this far surpasses that. This is one of the best accolades we've ever received, including his number being retired, having a dorm room named after him at another competing school here in Beverly, College. I'm giving a shout out there, since it's an NCAA affair. But we're so grateful for everybody to be here, and you know, just I want to just also thank Xana Olive. Xana, for her to present this package and for the NCAA to recognize this wonderful package and this incredible honor, she's forever in our Hall of Fame. Thank you.
Now we can welcome Dr. Michael Benson. He's chair of the NCAA Honors Committee and president of Eastern Kentucky University. Thank you very much.
I'd like to say what a privilege it is for me to be here today, and to the Frates family. I can't tell you what an honor it is to be here. I have the great privilege of chairing the NCAA Honors Committee. I'll echo what Mark said. We are a 9-person committee, and we are charged with selecting, among the many dossiers that are submitted every year, the amazing student athletes for recognition by the NCAA. This year, the Inspiration Award had to go to Pete.
All right.
Pete, I cannot tell you what your story has meant. You've inspired people around the world. I hold right here in my hand a photograph of our President's Council at Eastern Kentucky University. The woman that is dousing me with ice water is a member of our women's golf team. Her name is Nikki Henry. Her grandmother was struck with ALS in 2004. She took it upon herself to undergo a campaign called Birdies for ALS. By herself has raised $20,000 through her efforts. That's one of the myriad stories out there that is a result of your inspirational story. I walk into my office every day and there's a portrait of Earl Combs. Earl Combs is a graduate of EKU. He was the leadoff batter on the 1927 New York Yankees. I probably shouldn't say that in Boston. But he was a teammate of Lou Gehrig. He's a member of the Hall of Fame, and he was 12 years the chair of our board. So, Pete, every day I walk into my office and I think of you. And I thank you for your inspiration. Thank you very much.
We're also honored to have with us today Congressman Seth Moulton. Congressman.
You know, this is a time in our country when a lot of people are looking for inspiration. And to have a source of inspiration for our country, for our world, right here in Beverly, Massachusetts is a real privilege. And I think it's important to know that Pete's work with the Ice Bucket Challenge has not only been inspirational to a lot of people across the country, it's led to direct results. We've made progress on ALS research that wouldn't have happened without the money that Pete has helped raise. And in the next Congress, I am going to reintroduce a bill to make sure that patients with ALS get their benefits right away. Now, right now, you have to wait five months. There's a 5-month waiting period. That's going to go away when this piece of legislation is passed. That wouldn't have happened without Pete. So Pete, it is such an honor to represent you and your family. It is an honor for me to be here today, and it is a privilege to get to walk out this door in a few minutes without being soaking wet like I was.
That's right. Surprise! I got a surprise for you. Nice job.
And representing Governor Baker this afternoon is Matt St. Hilaire. Matt?
The governor's traveling in Israel. He very much would have liked to have been here himself, but I have a citation to read on his behalf. Pete Frates, on behalf of the citizens of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts, I am pleased to confer upon you the governor's citation in recognition of your perseverance, dedication, and determination in your battle with ALS, and for your service as a role model, spreading hope, inspiration, and awareness to others. Congratulations on receiving the 2017 NCAA Inspiration Award. Excuse me. Thank you.
And last but certainly not least, the Director of Athletics at Boston College, Brad Bates.
And especially thank you to John and Nancy for hosting us today. It's just really a special and memorable event. As I was driving up here, I was thinking, how do you become someone who, as Dr. Benson said, inspires people all over the world? And I thought, how many people do I know that have inspired people over the world? And it's one. And it's this rare combination, right, of growing up in a nourishing environment, taking the values you acquire from school and sport, giving love and taking love from the people around you and who you're fortunate to meet. And when you're handed the most horrific of adversities, you see it as an opportunity. Who thinks like that? Pete Frates. And so today, people around the world have been inspired by his story. How lucky are we to know Pete? When the Chancellor of Germany dumps a bucket of ice water on your head, you know you've had a global impact. And so congratulations, Pete. I can't imagine anyone that represents inspiration more. And I'm going to correct Bob because we have one more speaker. 15 seconds into meeting Mike Gambino, he told me about Pete. And after we beat Miami, we're driving back to the hotel last spring in the Super Regional, and the team is passing around the phone. They're FaceTiming with Pete. And it's because of the leadership of our baseball program and the quality of character of Mike Gambino. Mike?
So Pete's title in our program is Director of Baseball Operations. But if you look at the look on our boys' faces and watch them FaceTime after Pete, or hear every day how they're talking to him and texting with him on Facebook, you know it's so much more than that. He's our brother, he's a friend. I will disagree with Brad a little bit because our leadership it comes from Pete right here. You know, Pete showed us who we all want to be. He showed us that when you live a life of integrity and you're a man of character and your cause is just like this is, that people will follow. So we just consider ourselves, we hope that we can be Pete's best followers. That's our job. He gave us the directive. Raise money, raise awareness, because it's not acceptable that this disease hasn't been cured. And that's what we're all here trying to do. We love you, bud.
Other than it is truly unbelievable Lucy's not crying right now. But on a serious note, Pete doesn't ever get nervous for things like this, and we were pretty nervous there a few minutes ago. So that should tell you how much this means to us and our family, and just thank you all for being here and letting us share this moment with everyone who's helped us achieve everything we've done. So thank you, and this one's for this guy.
Again, thank you all for coming, and thank you for inviting us to your home. Thank you.